What's going on, good people? I'm your host, Mr. Unleashed. So, as you may know, as the title say, there's a patch coming out tomorrow. Shake Theater, man, how's it going? Yeah, man, I decided to do something different. I was gonna. I work a daytime job, so I only have so much time in a day. So when I got home, I looked on Twitter and found out that Gun Interactive released their next patch update. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to make a video, and it just got too long. So I said I just do a live discussion about it. How you doing? Everything all right? Please don't tell me you're at work. But on to the about this video though. Thanks for stopping in. That's not the one I wanted. That's not the one I wanted. So here we go. Oh man. All right. So the patch. So starting off, it will be releasing at 2 p.m. Eastern time for all you people who's wondering when it's gonna be releasing. So if you Central Time, it'd be 1 p.m. and going further, to the West Coast. But the first thing it was talking about is the Hitchhiker trap exploit, and this was about what the players could use the traps to pass through walls and doors. I didn't know Hitchhiker players can do that, so that's new to me. You also got the Hitchhiker trap interaction issues. They say here that it was resolved where the victims would be unable to interact with the gaps, crawl spaces, and other elements after stepping into a trap of hitchhikers. Again, I never had that issue. Maybe you guys have. I have not. I played Hitchhiker a few times. I also stepped in multiple of his traps, and I never had an issue like that. So, not sure what that's about, but I'm glad they did fix it. What next? We got Johnny and Sissy Lunge. I knew Johnny had it. I never played Sissy. I played Sissy one time, and I didn't care for it. But Sissy's not bad. I'm not saying Sissy's a bad character. I just didn't play her. But Johnny, Johnny had the little forward lunge he used to do. I should have had a video to show that, but yeah, he used to do that forward lunge, and I just now found it out yesterday. But it helped him run faster and also get hits in at a longer range, and that's why some people was looking back and wondering why they was getting hit when being chased by Sissy, because I was watching a stream and it was happening, and Sissy was like a quarter mile behind him. Sissy was hitting him, like tearing him up. Like he couldn't get away fast enough. I think he got caught too, but no, he got away. I think he did get away. But anyway, now we know why they had that little glitch. Well, it seemed like they fixed that, and it's in line with the rest of the family members, such as Hitchhiker and the cook. And, their range is not that good. It's not that good at all. So, yeah, well, I'm glad they fixed that. Then you got what's next? The brightness cheat. I did not know people was doing this. I knew that you could adjust the brightness when logging into TCM, but they was going to either exorbitant amount of effort and was just editing game files, like trying to get outside accepted levels of editing game files. Yeah, that's some cheating stuff, right? You know how dedicated you got to be in order to do that? Like, very dedicated to get that done. But it is what it is. Hitchhiker trapped at ladder exits. So there was a glitch in the system where people used to climb out of the basement. Hitchhiker have a trap right there, and he used to glitch him out. It seemed like they fixed where Hitchhiker can lay that trap now, and he only can lay it so far around it. So it gives the people that's coming up the ladder some ways to escape it, which is, I guess is fine. Next is the fuse box reset, which is needed. I'm so glad that they fixed where the fuse box can be turned off by the family member in a decent amount of time, because that cooldown was killing the vibe for the family member, because victims get to the the escape so quickly because they know the map. So with that cooldown time, it's still a little bit of time before it cools down and let you shut it off, because it's supposed to be in line with how long it takes for the car battery and generators to do it. But Yeah, I'm glad they looked into that. The family stun immunity is a big one that needs to be fixed. I mean, clap it up for them. They need to fix this. Now it only when a family member is stunned, they get the immunity for 10 seconds before they get stunned again. Awesome. Just awesome. I'm glad they did that. Next, to say there's no stun immunity after a family member is stunned by a victim bursting out of a hiding place. That never happened to me, so I'm not too sure how that even worked. If you attempt to stun a family member who has immunity, you would not see the prompt for Leland ability or a backstab. So I had it happen a couple times when I was Leatherface and got stabbed by Leland. He'll run around again, do whatever he's going to do, and then he'll hit me with the shoulder tackle, and that would just stun you for an additional like 15 seconds, and it was just unfair. So I'm glad they looked at that. And the door slam. Also, if the family member is still within an immunity period and they try to do a door slam, it won't have no effect on that family member. So that's a good lookout too. And lastly, close encounters all vary in duration due to individual family members having different stun recovery times. Therefore, the immunity period is different for each, which is awesome. So that way, players that's very good at the game can't really track the immunity period for a family member and try to use that to their advantage. So that's a good lookout there. Taekwondo perk levels reduced. 5 second stun duration, 6 second stun duration, 8 second stun duration. For people who use that perk, there you go. Agitator perk levels reduced. 1.5, 2, and 2.5. I actually did a video on this, and I almost took my numbers. I had 0.5, 1, and 1.5. So I'm glad they decided to do something with this, because actually, I'm thinking about the bone shard. Oops. Oh well. And lastly, well, not two more things. They tuned the stealth performance in mini games. We have adjusted the amount of noise generated and gathering mini games when at full stealth. So I'm assuming you have to be at full stealth for your character in order for the noise not to be so loud. I'm assuming that's what they mean right there. And Leland ability stun duration. We have adjusted stun duration upgrades for Leland lifesaver ability. So I'm assuming this is when I don't get that one. You can help me out in the chat. Anybody can help me out in the chat if they know what that is. I have no clue. But yeah, there we go. That's what we have for the new patch update. Sorry, just a quick rundown. If I try to put a video together, y'all probably wouldn't see it for another 2 days. So I just wanted to throw something together for you guys just to go over the patch notes that we'll be releasing tomorrow. I plan on doing a live stream this weekend on Saturday, so tune in for that. It'd be around 8 p.m. Central Time. But yeah, thanks for hanging out in the chat. Thanks for coming through, and welcome to Mr.